Vanguard.
Knowledge born.
Yeah.
United front.
Tell it.
What you want, what you want, what you want.
To the Knowledge Radio.
We in here. What you got? Dot.
Work hard as a slave to one day be your savior. The wave unwavering. This is a labor of love. Rise with a purpose every day. Invigorated. If we were on TV, we'd be 10 times syndicated. If we waited for validation, a paycheck or accolades, we'd be starved, already lost or ran away. But when you're square solid and your circle too, you don't need a place for silence. The concept is conquered through media, not areas of people activity. A mix that don't lose ethnicity. Tightness that don't lose elasticity. Explicitly, this isn't where we give the novice regard. Nah, this is where knowledge is born. Last time that I checked, I'm undefeated. Deliver edicts, can't resist when the gods build and manifest freedom. When lines get crossed, they may push a loss, cause they get handed a check. We kick the can and cancel your cancerous gestures. A prophet vision, precision, the prescription for the sickness is to inoculate your fate with the winning. Arrogant beginnings turn to humble endings. And US with KBA is a win-win. 1K, 1K.
Hotter than the friction of Birdman, rubbing hands, wind dry. I'm too fly, snap with force of rubber bands. Used to roll my bills with the drop on my promo. Get heard and spread the word so everybody know that. Key beat to rap, what key beat to lock is. Walking through the door is my time like the clock gives. Been through the hailstorm, fire and the rain too. Disappointed by a lot of ops that never came through. Folk riding coattails, dragging shit would drain you. Wanna get me out my lowest, show you what my lane to do. My drive's like Danica, I burn it on the track and proceed to kill him soft with the soul of Roberta Flack. Always knew I do it big even with my short stature. Cause when it comes to bars, they huge as a linebacker. All this talk about who the best is non-factor. Cause I'ma have minds like digging for coal in Africa. Shine like diamonds, no conflict, it's harmony. Rapping with my queens like 11-4-33. Key beat to rap, what key beat to lock is. Word to the reverb, it's slick, I'm about to rock this. Walking through the door is my time like the clock gives. Feel no pressure, I'm just here to give you dopeness. I'm my own competition, used to fret that I would have some. I'm focused on making my tracks better than the last one. It's me on production, consider myself a novice, but won't stop taking a crack at it like it's crawfish. Can't say it sucked though, my chop game Michelin. 5-star season, saute bitch, I'm sizzling. Hear me loud and clear, got no plans on fizzling. I spit the monsoon, never satisfied with drizzling. Key beat to rap, what key beat to lock is. Word to the reverb, it's slick, I'm about to rock this. Walking through the door, it's my time like the clock gives. Feel no pressure, I'm just here to give you dope. Key beat to rap, what key beat to lock is. Word to the reverb, it's slick, I'm about to rock this. Walking through the door, it's my time like the clock gives. Feeling no pressure, I'm just here to give you dope.
Oh yeah, we're here. Not so current events. Every Tuesday that we are available at 10 p.m. if we are available. If not, we'll be on when we be on. Okay. Got some very, very, very interesting topics. A beautiful and lovely way to set off not so Black History Month. Okay. Not so Black History Month. And before we get into that, I need to read this. We're operating off of the Fair Use Act disclaimer. This site is for educational purposes only. We ain't trying to make no money off of the stuff that we are discussing and the examples that we are using. It is fair use, okay? Fair use is a doctrine in the United States copyright law that allows limited use of copyrighted material without requiring permission from the rights holders, such as for commentary like tonight, criticism like tonight, news reporting like tonight, research like tonight, teaching for scholarship. It provides for the legal, non-licensed citation or incorporation of copyrighted material in another author's work under a 4-factor balancing test. Boom. So without any further ado, it comes my honor and privilege at this time to introduce some, present to others in this not so current Tuesday Black History, not so Black History month. Let's welcome today Walker, Shwa, the Day Walker, Lewi.
Shalom. Can I be heard?
Shalom, yes, you can.
Just making sure because I moved. Happy Black History Month, everyone.
Happy Black History Month for Black people, and happy not so Black History Month for all of y'all others. These otherlings, like, you know, the otherlings that they have here on this monstrosity. This was so great. I'm telling you. I ain't been feeling right. This brought me back from the dead. Okay? This right here. This right here. This right here brought me back from the dead. Okay? So, shout out to the not so blacks celebrating Black History Month. More so than the black people. Not so black people. Black people. Okay. So
Share my screen. I have a response to that awful. I can't hold it today. I can't hold it.
Hold on, give me hold up 1 second.
I can't.
Okay.
It's killing me softly.
God damn you, Cypher.
God damn you, Cypher. Yeah. Killing me softly with this song. Killing me softly. Yeah, it's killing me.
Yes.
That's my response to that nonsense you just put on the screen.
Wait,
They using my words.
Right there?
They heard me last week. They heard me. Disaster, did I not say?
Yes, disaster. Okay.
OMG, the nerve.
They owe you some money. Okay. Because that wasn't fair use that they did. Okay. That was thievery.
I'm going to just leave it at that right there. All right. You can flip it back to that nonsense.
I want to read it for the audience.
You want to read that. All right, let me share that again because
please. That was velvet. Read that. I had to read that slow, like. Gabbard says Biden picked disaster.
Right.
Disaster Harris due to same identity politics behind Supreme Court surge.
That's right.
Okay.
Yep, that's all I have to say.
God damn you, Cypher.
The results quite obvious.
And what results are those?
Whatever he hits, he destroys.
Uh-oh. Walter, whatever you hit, Walter, you destroy. I just had to put it out one more time.
This is a great and utter abomination. What I'm looking at right now. Abomination.
Abomination.
Abomination. Look at that. Oh my goodness, really?
Woo.
Let me see. How many people gotta go? 1, 2,
Boom.
3, 4, and 5.
Boom.
Can you guess which 5 gotta go out of this picture? Go,
boom, boom.
Off stage,
boom.
Out the back door. Bye-bye.
Only 3 lives could be spared. For me.
The awfulness going on in this picture here. Like
everyone else. That's it.
Okay. I guess Black History Month for everybody then. I mean, this abomination here that.
Yes. Clearly.
Let me see. 1, 2, 3. 3 of these people.
I only got 3 people.
Huh?
I only got 3 people.
3? It's 5 of them that got to go bye-bye.
No, it's only 3 that can stay. Everybody else is dead.
Wait. Hold on. 1, 2, 3,
That's it.
4, 5. I'm saying 5 can stay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people dead.
Okay, who's your 2 that can stay?
3.
Who's your 3 that can stay?
They're all in the top row.
All right, so MLK, Miss Harriet, and Miss Ida. Okay.
That's it.
All right. Well, I was trying to give May, some leeway. And, since it's just baseball, I mean, just shut up and throw the ball. Catch the ball. Go to first base, second base. That's all. So I was going to give it a pass.
No thanks.
So I gave them a pass because they have some talents. Some other types of talents going on. But the rest of them, bye-bye. Especially that one there on the right. Good God.
Good God.
That's Krishna. Okay. That's Krishna. Ganesh Shiva.
That is disaster.
Patel.
That is disaster.
Bollywood. That's just Bollywood. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm not feeling this. I'm definitely not feeling this. It make me want to make me want to holler.
Right. This is our legacy been reduced to this right here. 100 years.
It's been reduced. Absolutely. It's been reduced.
100 years later. From nothing being in the history books. Nothing but utter disrespect. Misrepresentation. Caricatures. Dr. Carter. Godwin. Woodson said, "No, we're going to change the narrative. We're going to include us in the history books. We're going to take 1 week in February and celebrate Black people. 1 week." He decided. No prompting, nothing. Then he got together with some other brothers and sisters and founded the Negro Life History Association. And they dedicated their time to research, to look up Black people, to educate or re-educate on the importance of loving your own people, being comfortable in the skin that you're in. Dedicated time, energy, resources, so that we can have a moment out of the entire year in February for a week. It was called Negro History Week. Then rededicated Negro History Month. Then, 72 years later, Black History Month. So Negro History Week, founded by us. For us, for us. Foo-foo. For us, not the foo-boo. That's all I'll say on that. Okay?
God damn you, Cypher.
100 years later, I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Excuse me. Excuse my language. Excuse my language, okay? Pardon my French. Not so current, not so black, not so history. Okay? Oh, you had something to share. You wanted to go to that right now? Or you want to wait?
No, that's breaking news. That's breaking news because this is news. It's about as of 20 minutes ago.
Breaking. Let's put this
Breaking.
breaking.
Breaking. Wait, I'm gonna share my screen.
I'll do this one more time. Okay.
Ah.
Fair Use Act disclaimer. Because you know.
Yes.
They're suing people out here in these streets and winning.
Okay.
They're suing people out in these streets and winning. The not so blacks is suing the blacks, okay, and winning in the courts.
There we go. All right. Okay.
All right, let's try
Click the wrong button. Okay.
All good. Boom.
Black privilege is gone. It's officially gone. It's look.
Ooh.
It's officially gone now. Okay.
Ooh.
It's officially gone. Remember when we could remember like an hour ago we could say whatever we wanted to say and we get away with it, right?
Yeah.
As of 20 minutes ago, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Whoopi Goldberg is suspended for 2 weeks after saying Holocaust was not about race. I'll go into that another time. But I've been listening to a number of Jews today, and they lost the debate against Whoopi. I'm just saying she's ridiculous most of the time, but they weren't able to rock with, you know what I'm saying? The commentary was off, and it was very weak arguments they were making and responses to her comments about that. And look, she got spanked. A number of other Black people got spanked only when they talk about the Jew. You know, if they're nothing to mess with. Oh my God. I was like, ooh. So let's see. All right. So
this is for them fakers. This is for the fakers, okay?
So the result's quite obvious.
And what results are those?
Whatever he hits, he destroys.
Hey, whatever they hit, they destroy, don't they?
Oh my God. It's
whatever they hit it, they destroy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, well, I mean, they all said, you know, they quoted out of Mein Kampf, right? They did. And but I mean, it was certain things, just like the Bible, right? You go into the Bible and you can pick whatever you want to create a narrative that you want. Doesn't mean that it means what you say it is. You have to read in context, right? So they've been picking up passages inside of the Mein Kampf, and trying to twist the narrative. When if you read it, you understand completely what's going on, and none of it was addressed at all in response to Whoopi. It just was. I'm just surprised. I'm so surprised by this. I mean, the general audience is foolish and they know it. Their followers are foolish. They know it. They know they're not going to do any other independent research to try to understand what's going on here. But the Black experience is a unique one, and we think a certain way because of the way we are viewed and treated and all kinds of things, regardless of the Black person, no matter where they are, what environment they're in, how well they fit into society. Will all agree that we all share a fundamental, problem. And I wouldn't even call it a problem. It's a problem because it makes sometimes our life a lot harder than it should be, right? And that is the view from the other side, from all other peoples upon us. We know that when they say color don't exist, we know it's a lie. They don't want to be held in contempt, so they just deny it. And here comes that anecdotal evidence again, firsthand experience of Black people in their experiences. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't exist, and we're all crazy. Okay, and I was just watching a little snippet of a press conference of the mayor of Boston, Mayor Wu, right? This Black woman came into the place and expressed to
Who?
Mayor Wu. Her last name is W.U. out of Boston.
Mayor Boston. Wait. Boston.
Boston, yes, that Boston.
Bingtown.
Yeah, that Boston, yeah.
Ireland.
Khakis, yeah.
Boston Big Beans.
Yeah, and khakis, yeah.
And your khakis in your cat.
Yeah. We got accent like that, but it's not that bad. Our accent's
They got
not that
a.
bad. They got a really bad accent up there.
They got a Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Mayor.
They got a Wu. Yeah, they got a Wu member up there. Yeah.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't not to fuck with, boy. Wu-Tang.
Yes, they have a Chinese mayor. Yes.
Whew.
Yes. And a sister came in and said that she knows that there is, she's speaking on the segregation that's happening in Boston. And that the mayor is quiet about it. She said, I didn't vote for you. I didn't vote for any of you, because all of you are silent. And she pulled that MLK quote regarding that. What's worse than a bad person, right? A vocal bad person is a silent good person. Letting it go on, acting if it doesn't exist. And she was held up for 40 days. When they deem you crazy, they can do that by law, can lock you up for 40 days. She said they called me crazy because I was speaking up about the racial injustice in my community. And she came to speak to the mayor. They called her crazy. They locked her up. So we're all cray-cray around here. You know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as a Black experience, a way Black people are treated. It's just no way. But we know fundamentally, we experience those issues. They do exist. So I just wanted to share that. That's what I saw today. So although Whoopi is wrong and politically she's wrong, everything she agrees with is just bad for Black people, period. But she can't hide her Blackness. She can't, and her thoughts, her Black thoughts, she can't do it. Even she tries so hard to be inclusive. We all know this, but it keeps coming out. And we've seen this for the past 2 years, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, I think, where we've been making quote unquote mistakes and getting canceled, right? For saying, for telling our truth. Yeah. And telling how we feel. And you know what I'm saying? And it's only against this one demon where we get chastised and smacked up. Okay, it's no coincidence. It's no coincidence. You know who your enemy is. Look. MLK called it out. He said it. He called them by name. He said your Jews and your oligarchs and your Democrats. He said that. He straight up said that in his letter. Pay attention. All right, what we got next? Trying to remember. Trying to think.
Yeah, that was Whoopi.
Oh,
said
on the
what?
screen. Okay. On the screen.
Whoopi said what? It was
Look. Okay, so all right. So as of January 27th, 2022, the NATO website where it talks about Russian and NATO um, relations. Okay, it was updated because on that day, that it was a day that Ivan Drogo, he said, you missed the cue. He said, I guess I'm not going to
So
get
the
it.
result's quite obvious.
And what results are those?
Whatever he hits, he destroys.
All right, there you go. So we're talking about him over there in Russia.
My bad. The delay is a mofo, okay?
Okay, all right. So that was a delay. Okay. So that right there, that is my, that's our rendition of the ruler over there in Russia. And he
God damn you, Cypher.
God damn you, Cypher. That's like the worst acting. Never mind. That line was like, it didn't fit in the whole entire movie, right? It didn't fit at all. Like, it's weird. It's so weird. And anyway,
She kicking up chairs, running on walls and
yeah,
shit. This is the part. Like, she's looking at the phone like, I have to say this now? Like,
yeah. Yeah.
God damn you, Cypher.
Yeah.
Cypher.
So the NATO page was updated on 1/27/2022 after Vladimir Putin told you why he's about finna wage war. Okay. So they had to quickly go and put up their, put up the, the oppositional response, try to cover up what, you know what I'm saying? He basically said that they have violated the 1997 agreement. And he has to protect his country. Essentially, all missiles are pointing at him. NATO says, "Well, we don't have any systems like that on the ground that can even penetrate the earth. It goes up into the air. Our software it's way behind. It's not even upgraded. These countries like Romania and Poland don't have updated systems. They have legacy systems, and it just can't do this and it can't do that. Right? No, wrong." He continues to say that, Walter, okay, has went back on his agreement, the missile agreement, right, which is going to assist Romania, Poland, and all these border countries to Russia, including the Ukraine, right? He's saying, for sure, Poland and Romania will have missile systems and all kinds of artillery and air, air systems as well. And that eventually the Ukraine will have them. So it's only natural that I go down and try to take Ukraine myself. Okay? So there was an agreement that these countries would not have any missiles. They won't have any of this, because what it does is it makes Russia vulnerable, and if that happens, there will be no more Mother Russia, right? So
is Ukraine a part of NATO?
Yes. And also,
Are you sure?
And also, huh?
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Why wouldn't they be?
I don't see them listed as members of NATO.
Okay, so who are they a member of? I'm in Google just to pull it up.
Google?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They're not listed.
They receive help from NATO. That means to me they're part of them. I don't know what you call them. If somebody's helping you, if other people are helping you, they're your allies. Regardless if they are in the original agreement or if they've joined later, it doesn't matter. I mean, anytime they call for NATO, Ukraine calls for help, NATO responds, as they've done this time, right?
Yes.
Okay, Poland and Romania and a lot of these countries had called on NATO to say, well, Russia flexing on us. We need reinforcement. So what NATO does is go and crowd up the Baltic Sea.
Romania and Poland are listed.
Right. So when they call, NATO answers, and therefore, they're now going to put systems in because you have Walter over here who reneged on the, missile agreement. Now is going to deliver missiles to these bordering countries, which
Russia's
becomes a
not
threat.
listed.
No. Belarus and Russia.
Belarus is not
Right.
listed.
No, they're not. They're allies. Russia and Belarus.
But they're not listed here with the NATO.
No, they're not a part of NATO. No. Why was
This is
NATO
deep.
formed?
Look, this is
NATO
deep,
was
right?
formed, huh?
This is deep, right?
Why is it? What happened? I'm missing something.
This whole situation with NATO and these countries, conveniently aren't apart. These
Well,
other.
NATO.
Go ahead.
No, NATO was formed because they needed to, sit Russia down. That's why they were formed.
30 member countries because of Russia. Ain't that some shit?
Yes, because now listen, they say Russia can't do this. They don't have this. They don't have that. Listen, I mean, critically think about this for a moment. Yeah. So I thought about it for a moment. Yeah. So if you have all your bordering countries and soon the Ukraine to have their missiles turned at Russia, they can invade Russia. That's what Vladimir is saying. In which when I look at the map and when I pull up the map, yeah, he's correct. So all these countries are strapped, and then you have the Baltic Sea. I mean, just full of NATO forces and other countries, forces over there. I mean, what does that mean? That is waging war as far as Vladimir concerned. And he said as much today. He says, I'm going to explain our behavior. That's what he said. I'm going to explain our behavior. He's blaming it on NATO, the United States. And also, we have Hungary that's now came on the scene. The president what is he, a prime minister? I think he's a prime minister of, I think that's what they call them in Hungary, wants to have a partnership because of the pipeline with Putin. Okay? They want to set up a trade agreement. But guess what?
What?
Kyiv, and I know people say Kiev, but it's Kyiv. When Kyiv, okay, Kyiv is in Russia. And I'm calling Ukraine, Belarus, and all those countries Russia. I'm calling them because that's what it is. And Kyiv, they said Kyiv is saying that they will have to split from Russia if they make agreements with Hungary to lease land for them to plant on, to grow goods and things for Russia. Because they are allied with NATO. Hungary is allied with NATO. So what they're saying is Kyiv is saying that's a national threat, national security threat to us. We can't have that. So Putin is in a bind at the moment. He's trying to, and a lot of people a lot of these countries want to rely on Russia for this pipeline. They do want it, because it serves a great purpose in East Europe, which Walter gave him the okay to build, right? To go along with. But he says, oh, no, it's not even turned on. So, and if Russia breaches the Ukraine, we'll hit them with some sanctions. That's all. What?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So diplomacy, they're going to try to work with diplomacy. I don't know. And I'm banking on that was what the agreement was with Putin that Donald Trump set up. Uphold the missile agreements and things like that. Um and once again, this is why NATO was defunded and the United Nations was defunded by the Trump administration because they do not deliver. They ignore, they take all of our tax dollars and do nothing with it. They take it for themselves, but they're not doing the work that they're supposed to be doing. And that was one of the things that Putin said, that they have ignored our fundamental agreement, and that was a 1997 agreement. The arms being allowed in, in those border countries. And he said they're all pointed at Russia. But you have NATO saying, oh, it's not true, it's not true. So that is the update with that. What I don't understand about NATO is that they're just wide open. What kind of gang is that? When you just letting people in your gang and letting them out and fraternizing with the enemy, and you know what I'm saying, making deals with the enemy, and you can come back, you can leave when you want to, you can come back when you want to. What kind of gang is that? I don't understand it. It's a joke. I can see why the Trump administration was like, we're not dealing with you guys until you start. You know what I'm saying? We give you all this money over here to maintain, and I'm like, we're not getting any results. You're not holding up your side of the agreement. So they're swindling and doing whatever they want and manhandling the United States of America. I thought that this country was the most powerful country in the world. We were just, we were it. So yeah. So that's in not so current news, right?
The results quite obvious.
And what results are those?
Whatever he hits, he destroys.
Now this Supreme Court justice nominee. Now, the White House says, well, it's not so far-fetched that Walter would want to pick a black female for the Supreme Court, because other presidents have said that they would appoint certain types of people or whatever. So this is no different from what Walter is doing, right? And I know people are like, Sass, what's your problem with having a black woman on the Supreme Court? You're black. You should be happy. Representation, blah, blah, blah. Guess what? But that person won't be representing my views, though. I think I would rather have someone that will represent my view. So why not find a black conservative woman, too? Why not get some black conservative judges also in the running? Why are they all liberal? Why? Mix it up a little bit. They said, well, you already have a black, male conservative, but Whoopi said that he doesn't represent the black community. I'm like, what? He doesn't represent the black community? How? Like, what do they mean by that? They haven't brought up any opinions of his. They haven't brought up anything he's voted on to show that he's not in favor of advancing the black people. They haven't shown that, but that's what they say. And a lot of people have that in their heads. And I would ask them, I'm like, well, how does he judge? What are some of his opinions? What has he voted on that's so bad? Share that with me. Like, regular people they're just happy this woman is black and she's going to be on the Supreme Court. My problem with that is that this black woman is going to be pushing for Roe v. Wade, to advance it. And then when more cases come up that pushes to the limit, like aborting babies at birth, she will vote yes for it when she knows that it's detrimental to the black community. Abortion. Our numbers are already shrinking. And as of, I believe, 2018, we're back at the top. We've always been at top, but I mean, the numbers are. If you go to the CDC's website and look at how high, it's like in the 30 something percentile. That's higher than any other type of people. So that's my problem. And the second thing is that she will not be able to think for herself like Justice Thomas. She just will not be able to. She would have to vote and side with whoever put her in office. And those are facts, because the way that the Democrats been voting, they've been voting all together on many issues, all the same. And just to put it out there on that healthcare mandate, the healthcare worker mandate, the only reason why that went through was because the conservative justice Kavanaugh, he voted with the Democrat, which was ridiculous. I'm still upset about, he crossed the party line, so it became a little bipartisan. They think for themselves on the right, these right judges. On the liberal side, they're expected to vote on liberal views all the same. And this black woman is going to be used to do that. You're going to have a black woman up there that's killing herself. She's making decisions and she's killing herself at the same time. Unacceptable. If he wanted to be fair, he would put some of those conservative black women judges, right, in the mix, in the running, and have, get some, advice about who, in an interview or whatever, then have people from Congress interview and just have this be like a fair thing and pick the best person. But we all know what it's for. Justice Thomas, he's a black man, and he represents values, black community values. He does. Prove me wrong, because I've done my research. So anybody is welcome to challenge me on this. Show me something that he voted for or give an opinion on that is detrimental to the black community. I will wait. And that's all I gotta say about that. Where we at? 42? Okay.
God damn you, Cypher.
The worst line in the movie. The worst line in the movie. One more thing. Let me see. One more, not so current. The truckers are protesting.
Damn. I left it out of the thing.
Yeah, that's going to get ugly.
The truck is going on.
Yeah, what the truck is going on. That's going to get real ugly. You think there's nothing in the store now? Like, my snacks are not in the store. I mean, I have to go hunt them down. I'm already flustered, okay? And the convoy for the United States is going to start soon, from California to D.C. And you're going to have, and I'm going to say most trucks, because truckers are upset. They were upset from the get-go. It's getting out of hand. They're getting slandered. I don't know. They're messing with our food, okay? So if you're not growing, if you're not prepping and preserving your food, I don't know what to tell you. It's about to get rough, because it doesn't look like they're giving up anytime soon. And we already have issues already. We don't have enough truckers, right? Something about we're down. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, we're down. We're down already. So get ready. This is where your seed packets come in hand, your emergency seeds. It's now you start growing in January. You'll see some sprouting going on in March or whatever, April, that last frost, depending on where you are. You can get those out in some pots in the backyard, So when times start to get rough, you got some food going on, and you want to get those vegetables that grow like fast and all the time, like tomatoes and peppers and collard greens, all the greeny things you can get, and just plant them. They just keep going. They keep growing and growing as you pick them. So, backup food, canned food, which is not good, but it's good to have on hand. Go stock up, get your water, get Do your due diligence because it's about to get rough. People don't think that, it could happen. I mean, a lot of things has happened in my lifetime I didn't think would ever happen. Like, it's crazy. So, you've been warned. You've been warned.
George Wallace says segregation forever. Goddamn right, George Wallace. Forever. Okay? And ever after.
God damn you, Cypher.
Yeah, I mean, integration only exists in the school system, right?
Right. Social
In
integration.
public places. That's about
Right.
it, right?
That's
Yeah.
the definition of social integration.
Right.
Perfect.
Because we know
Can I
that,
give you a round of applause?
yes. Thank you. That sister was crying about segregation, the way she's being treated in Boston. And nobody's saying anything about it. So yeah, I mean, we've been segregated. I don't. Every major city is segregated. The high school cafeteria is segregated. I always like to go back to the high school cafeteria because it's super segregated. Okay,
super duper.
Everybody knows that. Like, you can't even deny that. So segregation is where it's at. The only people pushing desegregation is what? The people who can profit from that. And that is the state, because they get money for these programs from the federal government, who controls the what? The tax, the Ways and Means Committee, and appropriations, right? Those sectors of the Congress, they control all the money. So, got to get it somehow. The more programs, the more money the state gets. And then these people line their pockets and they roll it down to places like, city of Baltimore City, and where the money doesn't get to go where it's supposed to go. It goes into crooked people's pockets.
Yeah.
Black people don't get, the most of the money goes to what? Black communities, and I don't see it. We don't see it. So, and we need to start holding these people accountable.
We need to start holding these not so black people accountable.
Right. I went through who they are, and as far as I'm concerned, they're the enemy.
Yeah, they use stuff like this.
Yeah, there's one.
This is when they can come around. Look, they can come around and do this little song and dance right here. Okay.
Look at Lewis down there, right there, who advocated for push a bill that said let the federal government control your voting right. Black people, when he knows damn well that the federal government doesn't enforce a damn thing. He was walking with MLK. He knows better. Where the money at, Lewis? Oh, I'm sorry, he can't answer me in here no more. Enemy. Detriment to black people.
Right. And you can just do that.
I don't care if he black. I don't.
Right. You could just create some shit like this and, put a couple of our heroes and sheroes up there and mix in whoever the fuck you want to mix in. Like, this is an atrocity.
And guess what, black people? And guess what, black people? Your VP disaster, your first black VP disaster, said that America isn't racist, so you can't use it. You can't use that.
Yeah.
You can't use it.
I seen the people with the HBCU gear on today. There was some bomb threats that was called in over the weekend. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Not so current events,
Okay.
Speaking of disaster, we do have this short 1 minute 30-second cartoon, perhaps. Yeah, we didn't get a chance.
I wonder what it's about.
Let me just read a little bit of this Fair Use Act disclaimer one more time. This site is for educational purposes.
Education.
Only. Okay.
Only.
Okay, so fair use is doctrine in the United States copyright law that allows limited copyrighted material, use of copyrighted material, requiring permission, without requiring the permission of rights holders for commentary, because we're going to comment, okay? Criticism, because we're going to criticize.
We're
News
not making any
reporting,
claims.
right, any claims
Mm-mm.
whatsoever. Research, teaching, or scholarship, okay? We have a scholar
right.
here
That's
who
right.
who does extensive research and teaching. She's amazing, okay? I'm just here for the commentary and the criticism and the news reporting because I have a news station over here, okay? Over here at times, okay? So, without any further ado, let my commentary begin.
Welcome to Meet the Press. I'm Chuck Todd, and I am pressed to meet you. I think that worked. Today, in a move that some might call journalistically iffy, we're turning our entire show over to the Democratic VP candidate so she can forgive Joe Biden for all his past mistakes. Meanwhile, I'm going to try grape juice for the first time. Wow, yummy.
First up, voting for the Iraq War. A bad call, but Joe Biden, I forgive you. Next, trying to cut Social Security. Forgive. This is easier than I thought. Voting against gay marriage in the 90s. School busing. Helping private prisons expand faster than 7-Elevens. That one was good, actually. Look, it used to be okay to run your fingers through your secretary's hair like a kid racing through a wheat field. Forgive!
Let's take a look at our forgiveness thermometer. Just past the halfway point. If you want to forgive Joe Biden yourself, our operators are standing by.
God damn you, Cypher.
So the result's quite obvious.
And what results are those?
Whatever he hits, he destroys.
God damn you, Cypher.
Whatever he hits, he destroys.
He destroys.
Mother Russia.
Whatever disaster hits, she destroys.
Yeah. And there's more, folks. There's more, folks. I mean, but look. She told you when she debated him the first time around. She told you all about him. And then she forgot.
Convenient amnesia.
Oh, it's just a debate. You know, that's how politics is. I didn't believe anything I said.
I said that?
Yeah, it was me? Huh?
Eh?
I remember, it reminds me of that time when Hill said that Barack wasn't a United States citizen.
Yes. Yes.
And then all of a sudden it became Donald Trump, the one who started that rumor. Yeah. How people forget where that came from. Yeah, they told you. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That was hilarious. I mean, but can people change? Like, you know, I had an epiphany. I'm going to go against everything that I've done in the past. No, not really.
Not really.
I don't think so. He still has the same views. He let me see, he voted for the Iraq war, but said at the same time that we shouldn't go to war. He's always said that because let those people do what they are supposed to do. Like that's their culture. He said that way back in the day. Then he said it again this year. Last year. He said it last year when he you know, got quote unquote elected, right? He said the same thing. He said, what about the Uyghurs in China? Oh, well, I can't control what China does. That's what he said. But he got a pass on that. Now everybody want to complain about the Olympics. It's weird to me. This is weird. How we forget. I don't think that we should go into other people's countries telling them what to do neither. I agree with that too. I mean, look, I don't think we should get into affairs in East Europe either. Let them do what they do. That's it. The end, you know?
The end.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that who cares? But with all of that said, I think that was enough. That's a lot of news.
A lot of news that you can or can't use.
Yes.
That's not so current. Okay. Tune in for the next time that we are here and available on a Tuesday when we're available at whatever time we deem necessary that we're available.
Damn, Whoopi is suspended for 2 weeks.
Whopping. She got a channel
Damn.
strike. You know, when they strike your channel, you can't go live.
You know, she shouldn't even try to clean it up because that's when she really messed up. That's when Pro Black came all the way out. It was like, we got to do something here because people are all bent out of shape and everything like that or whatever. I mean, I didn't think she could do any wrong, right?
Whoopi, if you can't go live over there for 2 weeks, come on over here. Yes. We will love to have you for 2 weeks, okay? Then you can go back. You can be as pro back as you like over here, okay? Okay.
Yeah, I just wish the people who are going to add her with the commentary would be genuine about it, because they're not telling you the definition of words according to cultures, and I just find that to be very disingenuous, because if you break down what she says, you know exactly what she's talking about. You know, people are quick to say black on black crime, but when you say white on white crime, it's like that goes against everything, right?
When you say what?
If you were to come out your mouth and say white on white crime, it's like,
God damn you, Cypher.
Exactly. God forbid, right? God forbid. Because that's what she said, right? They quick to say it about our community, right?
Yeah. Don't talk to me about that.
Right.
What about,
That's what she said. That's what it looked like. That's what she said. That's what it looked like to me, being black. That's what we see. That's what I saw.
Right.
Trying to twist the words of the maniac. I mean, they did a good job of that on their commentary against their response against Whoopi, you know, deceiving their audiences, not telling you the definition of key words, you know, and going off of what she says, knowing them knowing what she means. So they exploited that, and they got her 2 weeks off. So that's good for her, because that's what she get for causing detriment to the black community. That's what she gets. She got spanked.
Maybe she got paid. It's paid vacation.
Yeah, paid, but she got spanked. So, you know, her credibility, whatever she had, I don't know, has gone down the tank. She got spanked. She got 2 weeks suspension for saying that. Then she's gonna come back with an apology. Watch.
You better point them 2 fingers at the network, Whoopi, like you did in Color Purple. Okay? Till you do right by me.
She got too comfortable. Those are the same people that signed her check. So she got too comfortable. She got a what did Paul call it? Nigga wake up call?
Yes.
Yeah, she got her wake up call. That's right. She's spanked. She's gonna come back with an apology. I guarantee it.
Talking low, I just want to say, before we get started, because everybody, everybody, I heard you talking. You were talking, but I just want to say that I apologize for my remarks being taken out of context. They were incendiary, and I rebuked him. I rebuked my own self, okay? Look, I don't have all the answers, okay? I'm still learning, I'm still growing, and, we're all growing as people, Can we show some tolerance, in February? It's Black History Month. It's Black History Month for Not So Black, so thank you.
Yeah, and you think that and the only ones that get spanked are black liberal women, black Democrat women get spanked and sat down. So you think that Supreme Court justice is going to have a voice? She will have no voice. She will not get to speak for herself. She will not get to represent black women. She won't. They'll say, "Oh, that's representation. Somebody that looks like me," But without a voice, it's not worth it. It's not worth
Didn't
it.
they ask the disaster, what are you going to do for black people? And she said, nothing.
Right. She said that.
Nothing.
Nothing. They're going to get what everybody else gets. Yeah.
What? Nothing? No,
yeah, but isn't the Civil Rights Act the same way? It says the same thing. It's for everyone.
Yeah.
It's for everyone. There's no color on it. She
All
knows the
civil
law.
rights matter.
She's a lawyer. She knows the law, right?
Right.
It's the same thing. It's no different. And if we could have had a black Supreme Court justice a long time ago, back in 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, we could have had one. How come the black president didn't put one? He put a Latino up there and a homosexual.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't he do it? I'll wait.
God damn you, Cypher.
He trying to hang on to this black vote as hard as possible. That's all. Because that little bit of percentage may help him get over the top. In his dreams, okay? The tide is turning.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. I'm done. We at one. We right on time. Right. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom. I'm done. I'm putting the gavel down.
So the result's quite obvious.
And what results are those?
Whatever he hits, he destroys.
Yeah. Now we gonna tell him. That in front. We tell him like this, yo. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm an African. I'm a African. Yeah, y'all like that. No more. This man's mind is open. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm an African. I'm a. Let's get
And
back
let's
to the
motivate
gritty
this fella by recognizing the common enemy.